Hello, writers. Welcome to day 3 of our Earth Day post assignment. Today's work as writers, we're going to take what we researched, all of that research that you've done, and come up with how we might want to organize this blog post and then do more research if needed. So, after learning lots of things, I've learned lots of new things, and I've also added it to my Google Doc. So, you should have either some new research on paper or on your Google Doc. After I researched, Google Doc was easier for me, and I've got that going. Here is our work for today. Writers draft their blog posts by choosing a format and organizing their ideas. So you need to read over your notes and think about how you might want to organize your writing. Over here is some different ways to organize it. You could do a description post where you're just describing something. A sequence post, if it's like an order of events, this happened first, next. Compare in contrast. This one seems to make sense for me because I've got before COVID gases and then after. So compare and contrast is a possibility for me. Problem and solution. If you've got that kind of thing, maybe if you're doing electrical cars, how it's solving some problems there. And then cause and effect. Explains why something happened and then the effect on it. So that one seems to fit for me. Choose an organization that makes sense for you. I'm thinking I'm going to have some compare and contrast in my blog post and probably cause and effect. They both kind of seem to fit. Draft on paper or in a Google document your piece. Research more if needed. All right, so watch me as I give it a go. So I go to my document and I have, let me scroll up here. I've got a little bit more research. I am going to need to do some more, but I found this one on climate change for kids. I learned about all of the kinds of gases in the air because then that made a little bit more sense about the nitrous oxide. So my questions and my thinking for my blog post, I'm thinking I would like to do like a question and answer format. I want to have like you know how a nonfiction text will have, here's the question, then here's the explanation. I think I want to start with just explaining what gases are in the air and probably show a little chart on that. And then I want to talk about which gases are bad for us and which are good for us. Because obviously oxygen is a gas and we need some oxygen. So I want to make that really clear in my post, even though a lot of you already know that. There are some other gases maybe you don't know quite as well. Because my job is to teach new things. And then I want to do some speaking about before COVID air versus after COVID air, because that was kind of my whole purpose. And then to end with, how have changes in the air since COVID impacted the environment? I need to do more research on this one, I know, but I've heard of stories about how some places in our world, the animals are acting differently, or the things are different because the air pollution has changed in the area. So I wanted to get a little bit more research for that one. I have quite a bit for this one and some on this one. So I will have to do more research there. All right, so back to our slideshow. I will move myself over here. So later this mini lesson will be right here where it says watch the mini lesson. It's your turn to give it a go. So read over your notes and think to yourself, what's the best way to kind of organize your writing? And then as you have chosen what kind of organization you want to do, you can look over what you have and think like me. Do you need to get some more research? Do you need some more notes? What do you need to do? And so today's work will depend, do you need to do more research or can you actually start your drafting? Because maybe you have a lot. Okay, so maybe you can start writing up your blog post and go from there. So that is the plan. All right, so writers, today and every day for the rest of your writing life, when you're doing an informational piece, you want to do some thinking about how to organize your writing, how to organize your information that you learn so that you really can teach some new things so the reader learns new things, because that is really our goal. We want the readers to learn new things. So the better you do on organizing your piece, the better understanding your readers will have, which is our goal. Happy writing. Bye.